nothing but the light switch. Who watches over you? Make a little birdhouse in your soul. Not to put
The wood recycling project was set up by a couple of colleagues of mine, Oggs and Trapper, who ex-roadies who decided that they'd had enough of travelling the world and decided they wanted to settle down a little bit. They'd always enjoyed routing through skips and various things, and thought, well, maybe we could do something we enjoyed doing, also at the same time save a bit of wood going to landfill.
And my daughter's bedroom looks over Pebsham landfill site, and I've seen it grow and grow and grow for years now. When I first saw it, it was a hole in the ground, and now it's a mountain. So the more stuff we can keep out of that, it's got to be good for the environment.
We've discovered that how everybody's spirits are lifted if we can find a common project. The project that we're heavily involved with at the moment is the installation of it's between about 35 and 45 bird boxes in St Leonard's Gardens. We were approached by Jane Dodson, works for the council, but it's been her job to liaise and organise the refurbishment of this 2 centuries old park.
They redid the landscaping, rebuilt some of the walls and restored this Regency garden back to some of its former glory. The birds and other bats and other variety of wildlife had moved out, understandably, during the restoration when there was a lot of sort of substantial earthworks going on. So really we wanted to put their heads together and think about a solution whereby we can make the habitat more inviting.
We suggested, obviously, working with recycled wood, and we also have a training scheme for local unemployed guys. We have up to about a dozen at a time, and they've been very involved with the planning and the whole design and build, and now with the installation of the boxes.
I got involved with the project. I was unemployed and doing 2 days training at Plumpton College, doing an MVQ in countryside management, and I got put on the scheme as part of New Deal. I loved it so much. When I finished 3 months, I did another 3 months. Then I did it voluntary, and now they've employed me as a supervisor. About 18 months ago, I was a severe alcoholic, so that's really helped me get off the beer, and I feel better in my life, if you know what I mean. I don't do it for the money, if that makes sense, because if we did it for the money, it'd stop.
I put together about a dozen different designs, because obviously all birds like people, like different homes. They all have their different requirements, and they have their different territorial requirements. And we're not pretending that we're the world's experts on ornithology, but we've done as much research as we can, and essentially we're working on the philosophy that if you build them, they will come.
I write about gardening for a living, and I'm always interested in wildlife in gardens as well as the plants and all the rest of it. And when I saw these bird boxes, I just thought, A, they're extremely beautiful, and B, the way that they've been tailor-made to different birds, and also for this park itself, which I'd sort of seen the restoration work going on. I just thought, what a great idea.
The local sponsorship idea was a very simple one that captured everybody's imagination. We had an exhibition locally, invited all the local businessmen and women, the mayor, the friends of the project, and we said, look, here's the deal. Park here needs some boxes. We can supply them, and we'll put them up and we'll install them and we'll maintain them for a year. Each box will be numbered, and there will be a map produced which will locate each of your numbered boxes, so you'll be able to keep track of where, who's in your box and what's going on, and whether it's approved a suitable accommodation.
And we've just submitted an application to transform one of the rooms in the lodge into an audio-visual suite, where we'll be able to show films such as this one, and also with a wireless sort of connection, put some webcams up in the nest boxes and have school groups and other groups come, and it'll be our own spring watch, if you like.
If local businesses here, a handful, which is about 30 of them in St Leonard's, which was, I can assure you, was about an 80% take-up of everybody we asked, if they're attracted to the idea, why we can't think about rolling this out nationwide. So what I'm looking for is much larger sponsors, There are 22 other wood recycling projects in the country. I will distribute the templates for these birdhouses to all those projects. And at the same time as it being about nest boxes, it's more importantly, it's about people.
It's good for the environment, it's really good for the wildlife, it's using reclaimed wood, it's good for people involved in the project, and it's really, really excellent for the local community. It's just one of those projects that just works on lots of levels.
Often countless screaming Argonauts, new bird of friendliness, like